has been approved. Tell me, what else do you want me to hear? I did not hear anything after that. The question I kept asking myself is, so this is it? So this is it? My visa has been approved. So hey besties, it's your girl again, Ola, and I am back with another story time. In today's video, we'll be talking about the famous F1 visa interview. The ultimate test of patience, prayer, and whether your village people are actually feeling friendly that day. Well, na joke. New year, please do not forget to check to the channel. I'm sure that you find a lot of helpful content for you. For you and for your journey, because on this channel I share tips on how you can study abroad, ranging from the application material up until funding details, up until you are established in your country of destination. And may I ask that you also join the family. All you need to join the family is for you to subscribe to the channel, turn on the post notification bell so that you'll be the first person to get notified every time I have a new video coming up. And then voila, you are already a bestie. Anyways, without any further ado, we will jump right into the video. My interview was on June 1, 2021. The official time was 7:30 or 7 o'clock. I can't really remember. It's been 3 years now, but I know it was either 7 or 7:30. I can't really remember, because I remember it was myself and my friend that chose the date, and ours was like 30 minutes before mine. So either she chose 6:30 and I chose 7, or she chose 7 or 7:30. I can't remember, but that is not even the point of discussion. So I think I got there like about 6:45 or thereabout, but I got there early. Honestly, there was a little bit of drama that morning, with like getting Uber, whatever, but I'm not even going to talk about that. But I made sure that I did not allow that to deter me. I made sure I did not allow that to discourage me. I woke up very early, I said my prayers, I was ready and I was prepared to slay the day. So I made sure that the little bit of drama that happened that morning, I did not allow that to distract me, because I was just focused on the goal. And like I said, I woke up early, and I slept at the hotel close to the embassy. So I can't really remember the name of the hotel, but if I remember the name, I'm going to put it on the screen so that you all can check the hotel out as well. I'm not sponsored though, I'm just saying where I did my thing, because pretty much it was affordable. I think then it was like 15,000 or 20,000. Then I don't know if they would have increased their money now, but the other hotels that were close to the embassy were pretty much expensive. But I got this for like 15k, I think. So I slept at this hotel. It was close to the embassy, because Lagos and traffic are 5 and 6. So I didn't even want anything like, oh, your interview is supposed to be 7 and then you're coming by 8 or whatever. So I made sure that I was very close to the embassy. So when I got to the embassy, people were everywhere, like literally everywhere. Everyone was looking all sharp. Everyone was looking very official in their interview outfits. Some people wore suits, ties, dresses, like just name it, everything. People were like literally dressed up. I also saw people I knew personally. I think I saw about 2 people or 3 people I knew personally, like I knew them personally. But everybody came to mind their business, so we just had to stick to our business. I greeted one of them. The other person, carried her face like she does not know me. So I'm like, well, I came here for business. So I will mind my business. And I know y'all are like, asking the question of, okay, what did you wear? For me, I wanted to be comfortable, so I made sure that I chose something that I'll be comfortable in, because I know there will be a lot of standing that day. It's an interview. I wanted to be comfortable. I didn't want to be adjusting or whatever. To cut the long story short, okay, I wore a shirt and a dress pants with flat shoes. If you feel comfortable with wearing heels, some people actually wore heels, but for me, I feel more comfortable with wearing flat shoes, and that is what I did. So when we got to the entrance, somebody checked me in, I think. And then you get to a place where like it's still a part of the embassy, but it's not really the embassy, where they call you according to your time. They're like, oh, if you are for this time, join the queue. So then you join the queue. Then they do a lot of checks. Oh my god, the number of checks I went through that day, there was check at literally every point. There was a time that I had to submit my passport. They had to stamp it. They will check for your appointment confirmation page to make sure that you actually had that day. I think they also asked for DS 160 confirmation, all of those. Like, it was just a lot of check, and we were all standing. So that's why I said earlier that you should make sure that whatever it is you are putting on is something that you are comfortable in. If it's heels, I know some people that can stand with heels for like several hours. If you are comfortable with it, then put it on. But for me, that is not my case. As I approached the entrance to where the visa officers were, I felt a mix of excitement and nerves. And I'm not going to lie to you. Don't let anybody lie to you. That process, that journey is actually very scary, because your future is literally being decided in your own presence. So it is scary. It is nerve-wracking. Okay? As much as you are excited, because you know, whatever, I don't know whatever reason you might be excited for, because you might be like, oh God, I finally got to this stage. At the same time, it is nerve-wracking. And as I sat, I said sat, no, I didn't sit. As I was on that queue, I was, in my mind, I was like, oh my God, this is the gateway to my future. And I told myself, girl, I am ready to walk through it. And I also told myself that no matter what happened today, I knew that I had given it my all. And honestly, sometimes that's all you can do. You can just give it your all and leave the rest for God, okay? Anyways, in no time, we were inside. I went for my biometrics and the lady directed me to join the line. That is when everything started kicking in. As I was on that queue, oh my God, like people were whispering prayers because hey, only God can do what no man can do. People were clutching their documents like they were holding up to their last hope. Like you could literally feel the weight of their dreams in the air. And then there was the eavesdropping. Oh my God, people were literally eavesdropping on other people's conversation. I'm going to tell you that I do not advise you to change your answers when you are on that queue. Because like with the video, it is situation specific. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So if, for instance, I'm going to give you an example. If, so, for instance, what you plan to say or how you plan to answer a question is the same way somebody planned to answer the question and then the person was denied, don't because of that change your answer. It is situation specific. Does that make any sense? So yeah, let's move on. It was scary seeing how eloquent some people were, but they were still getting denied. It was hard to not be nervous, sincerely, but I kept repeating the anchor scripture I woke up with that morning. Because honestly, let's be for real, the only predictable thing about these interviews is their unpredictability. No matter how much you've prepared, there is always an element of surprise. The surprise might be a good surprise. The surprise might be, the other way, okay? It's like a roller coaster of emotions. And honestly, all you can do is for you to prepare well and have faith. There was this elderly white man who was giving people the chance to talk. All the people he rejected, it was obvious to everyone that something was very sketchy about their story. So I was on the line. Oh my God, this is so funny. I was already praying that I should be interviewed by that man. I was like, God, please let your will be done. I want to be interviewed by this man, because he's literally giving people the chance for them to state their story, right? The line was moving and soon it was my turn. And I was like, oh my God, this is it. This is it. The moment I had been waiting for. This is it. Then I murmured a word of prayer and then I stepped forward to meet the visa officer. Well, in case you are wondering, the elderly man was not the one that interviewed me. It was a man right beside him. I greeted him. Honestly, when I got to the front, I was like, good morning, sir. And he did not say a word to me other than pass me your I-20. Hey, Omo, which I did. In fact, I passed my I-20 and I passed my, I think there was another document. I can't remember. But I know it wasn't just my I-20 I passed him. I know I passed him 2 documents. We spent about 1 minute typing, but I still maintained eye contact, make I not go lose guard. Because he wasn't looking at me, he was pressing his computer, but I maintained eye contact like this. I did not come here to come and lose guard though. So he asked me a question. I see you're going to Miami. Why did you choose Miami? In my mind, I was like, this is the time to convince this man that I am worthy of a seat in American classroom. But talk like this, the video come ask me, are you reading from somewhere? That question caught me off guard and I responded no. Then it was like, oh, I want us to have a conversation, but it seems to me like you are rehearsed and you are ready to pour out all that is in your brain. Hey, that's how I knew that miracle is about to happen in this place today. Anyways, I smiled and I asked him if I could go again, and he said yes. I went again, but he cut me short and said we will move on. He asked me how many schools I applied to. No, that was not the next question. I can't really remember, but I'm just going to, state the questions as he asked me. I can't really remember how the questions were like sequentially, right? So he asked me how I got my scholarship. I remember that I told him that it was because of the strength of my application. Then he said, well, I know that your application is strong, but why were you given this scholarship? So I explained that I had to interview with the program and also the department I got my assistantship from. I told him that, I shared my goals with them and, they believed in me and they decided to give me a chance. Then he said, okay. The okay was so bland. I was like, God, today not today. I was murmuring tongues under my breath. I was like, God, today not today. Oh, I don't come here. I'm not going back with my passport. Then he asked how many schools I applied to. I told him 6. He asked me how many gave me admission. I told him all the 6 gave me admission. Then he asked me why Miami again. So by this time, I had already gotten more comfortable. So I answered him well. Remember that he asked me the why Miami at the first time, But he said I was sounding real. So he asked me again. But this time I was already comfortable. So I answered him correctly. He asked me what I studied for undergraduate. And I answered him. And he said, oh, education. My dear, I will be approving your visa. And he handed me the white paper. Honestly, quite frankly, I did not hear anything after that. After your visa has been approved, tell me, what else do you want me to hear? I did not hear anything after that. I know he was saying something about you blah, blah, blah. You get your passport. I did not hear anything. It felt like the room was spinning. Like all the stress, all the worry, all the sleepless nights, it immediately melted away in an instant. When I went out, I was just sobbing because it felt to me like a dream. And how all these embassy people, once they come out and you're laughing, they try to do you. They be like, oh, do for us now, give us money. When I went out, like I saw someone talking to the other person, and the person was like, I'm going to interpret it in English, don't worry. I was like, once he rejected. And what he meant was like, can't you see her face? Her eye is red. She has been crying. She was rejected. But that's because I was crying, because it literally just felt to me like a dream. Like the question I kept asking myself is, so this is it. So this is it. My visa has been approved. So this is it. Anyway, as I stepped out into the outside world, everything seems different because, okay, now, my visa has been approved. So what do you mean? Everything seems different. It was raining, but honestly, it felt cool. I felt cool. I was walking inside that rain because I could not wait to break the news to my family, to shout it from the rooftop that America, yeah, I come. But yeah, so that is it. Eventually I got a lift. Somebody helped me because I was walking in the rain. I don't even know what was going through my mind that day. I was legit walking in that rain. The rain wasn't really heavy. It was just like a little bit of drizzling. But I was walking in that rain because my phone was at home. And the excitement that was inside me, I was like, I cannot wait to share this news with my family. That's it. That's how my visa got approved in Lagos. And I'm going to tell you that I am aware that we are in the season of visa interviews. So here is my message to everyone that is chasing those big dreams. Everyone that wants to come to the United States of America, please do not give up. There's this saying that that these people used to say that now we'll give up, fuck up. So please let that be your watchword. Do not give up. I know that the visa process can be tough, but trust me, it is worth it. Trust me, the instance you get that visa approved, you cannot even remember everything that led you there. Like, remember when I said I got my visa approved? Like, I could not even remember the sleepless night. That night, I could not sleep properly. I could not remember because at the end of the day, it was worth it, okay? Also, I want you to know that the journey is not always easy. You might face setbacks, you might face rejection, you might face moments when you just want to pack it all in. But that's when you have to dig deep. You have to channel that Naija spirit. and remind yourself why you started in the first place, to let you know that your dreams are valid, your aspirations are worthy, and your time is coming. So keep pushing, keep striving, and never ever give up. Remember, now who give up, fuck up. From one dreamer to another, I am rooting for you. Now go out there and make it happen. I wish you all the best. To everyone that is going for their visa interview, I wish you all the best. Please come back to share your success story and know that Ola really cares about you. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you've gone for your visa interview. Please, I want to hear how it went for you. If you're already in the US, tell people, motivate someone. Put in the comment section how your visa interview was, so that you know somebody that is reading can be motivated. And I will see you in the next video. Please do not forget to share my video. Remember that knowledge is powerful. And sharing it can have a profound impact on somebody's life. So please share my video. Again, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to the big 20K. So please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Remember that Allah loves you, and I am rooting for you real big. Love you. Bye.